Taurus, welcome back to the channel. Monica LUVE here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for August 15th to September 15th. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Taurus, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge, Taurus, is the 10 of Swords. And what you don't see coming from now until mid-September, you have the 9 of Pentacles upright, okay? So your biggest challenge for you, Taurus, between the mid-month of August to September 15th is the 10 of Swords. So I feel with the 10 of Swords here, 10 of Swords typically is talking to us about an ending. It's talking about something here like hitting rock bottom or having enough of something or feeling powerless in a situation. And that may be challenging for you, especially because now with Venus retrograding in your sign, or actually in Leo, Venus is your ruling planet, but it's in Leo and it's retrograding. There could be something here about, you know, your love life, something in your love life coming to an end, or something's transforming or changing here. We're going to find out why the 10 of Swords is here, why it's your challenge in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Hermit, you have the Ace of Wands, and you have the Star. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel like there was a new beginning for you. There could have been a new beginning in love, a new beginning. For some of you, this could have been with an Aries. I'm getting a Virgo here, maybe an Aquarius in the recent past. This new beginning really helped you heal. It really helped you get back to this place of feeling grounded again. We're going to talk more about that for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the 6 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, and you have the Ace of Swords. So in the present moment, I'm really strongly getting here that, you know, you're getting clear on something now. Something is finally becoming clear to you. And I think, you know, one of the things that is extremely clear to you in the present moment is that there is a potential relationship on the horizon for you. So whether you've met this person or not, whoever this person is that you are dealing with, there's a lot of potential here in the present moment. I do feel like this situation is very much generous towards you. So this person could be very generous, very giving to you. And it's really helping you to realize that there is a possible potential here for you to be truly in love with someone, okay? Especially with the Ace of Swords and the 4 of Wands. Some of you are dealing with a particular person where they see you as a person that they could potentially get married to, that they could potentially, you know, be with on a very, very solid basis here. So someone could be questioning this, like, you know, are we going to really get serious? Are we not? You know, we're going to see more about that when we clarify. Now, in the near future for you, Taurus, you have the 4 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and you have the Page of Cups. So interesting enough, in the near future, I do strongly feel that there's going to be this strong energy here of you finally healing. You're finally back into this energy in the near future where you've rested, you've gone within, you've healed, you're able to really get yourself back into this place of feeling happy again. And for others of you, and again, there's different stories for different viewers, not everyone is going to resonate with the same story. But for some of you in the near future, you're finally forgiving someone here in the near future, somebody here who hurt you or vice versa. And it's really allowing you to finally be set free. It's like, I can finally be set free from this situation. 8 of Cups and the Page of Cups, which equals the 9 of Cups, right? So because you're finally letting something go, and I think that this is why your challenge is the 10 of Swords, because you're finally letting go of some resentment or some sort of pain, or you're accepting something for what it is and you're moving away from it and you're moving towards maybe something bigger and better. That's what's allowing you to finally free yourself. And this is why what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Death and the 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles is talking about somebody who's very independent. They, have their own money. They're very successful here, but the Death card is here, which is indicating to me that for many of you, what's coming to an end is being alone. Okay, so if you've been alone for a while, if you've been feeling like your love life is hopeless, if you've been feeling like things aren't working out for you, well, that's changing for you. Okay, so something here is transpiring between now and mid-September, and of course, Mercury goes direct around September 15th. So this is going to give you an opportunity to really see something for what it is, and it could potentially blossom and bloom into something amazing. So let's get into your reading. Let's do some clarification and let's see what's going on for you. Okay, let's clarify your challenge. All right, so your challenge is clarified by the 8 of Swords. You have the Judgment and you have the 4 of Swords. So your biggest challenge here, Taurus, has a lot to do with the fact that, and I think I mentioned this to Pisces. So some of you, either in the past you were dealing with a Pisces, or you have a strong Pisces energy in your chart. You could be a rising Pisces, a moon Pisces. So if you haven't checked out the Pisces reading that I did, a couple of days ago, depending on when you're watching this, go and watch it, because this is very much connected to a Pisces possibly here. And if it's not connected to a Pisces, some of you are, again, experiencing this energy of being stellium and Pisces, or connected to a Pisces in some way, shape, or form. Your biggest challenge here, Taurus, has a lot to do with this huge realization you're going through. You're going through a huge realization, whether you know that or not. I think one of the things that not only you, but this is a common theme for everyone. And the reason why I say it's a common theme for everyone is because right now Venus is retrograde in Leo, and this is affecting all of us, okay? It's affecting us in different ways, different shapes, different patterns, different scenarios. But for you, this is about you recognizing that something that ended very badly is very much outside of your control. There's only so much that you can do in this situation. But I think that this situation that ended very badly for you really taught you a lot about your value. It taught you a lot about, whether or not you have the power and energy to realize that you could be more and you can have more and you deserve more. So, with the 4 of Swords and the Judgment here, I think one of the things that has been very challenging for you is the fact that you want to heal, you want to work on yourself, you want to become better. And the hardest thing for you, I think, which is a big part of your challenge, is the fact that a relationship is coming to an end. Something here that really affected you, something here that kept your energy down, that pushed you down, that isolated you, that made you feel weak, that made you feel like you weren't worthy. That's not the case here. The case here is that you needed to go through this to realize your worth, to realize your value. And this is why Venus is retrograde, because when we talk about Venus retrograding, we're talking about the planet of value, okay? Because Venus is the planet of value. She is very much connected to our finances, our relationships, love, what we value, what we invest into, all of these things. So for many of you, your biggest challenge here is not to look at this situation that has ended or is ending in your life from a negative perspective, but look at it rather from the perspective of, what have I learned from this? How have I been able to grow from this? How have I been able to release myself? Because a lot of you are either in the process of releasing yourself from this, or you already have, depending on the path that you're on, depending on what path you are on currently at this time, because all of us have different timelines. It doesn't make us any better or not better than each other. It's just that we have different lessons and paths to go on, right? So for many of you right now, your biggest challenge here is not to look at a situation that's ending from a negative perspective, but look at it as an opportunity to heal, an opportunity to rest, an opportunity to release yourself from a situation that really has not been, helping you grow. It's really just been hindering you. And that's why it needed to come to an end. That's why it is coming to an end. And this ending could be in relation to anything. It doesn't have to be necessarily toward a relationship. For majority of you, it is a divorce, a disconnect from a job, disconnect from a family member, whatever the case may be. But this needed to happen for you to recognize your worth, to recognize that you are able to achieve and accomplish so much more if you put your mind to it, okay? And that's going to be a big part of your challenge from now until mid-September, okay? So let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands. You have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, you have the Ace of Wands upright, and you have the Two of Swords upright. So in the recent past, a decision was supposed to be made, but I don't believe it was made here, or somebody here already had made a decision in the past, so they didn't really need to make a decision again. In the recent past, there was a lot of this closed off energy to a new beginning. There was this energy of, I don't want to have a new beginning because, if I have a new beginning, maybe it's going to end up being not so great. There was a lot of being in your head about a new beginning, questioning a new beginning. Is it really for me? Is it not? And the reason why, I'm going to tell you the reason why you were doing this, Taurus, or if this isn't you, it could have been your person. The reason why whoever was doing this in the past, the reason why they were doing this was because they didn't feel worthy of having a new beginning. They didn't really believe, and it's not so much of not feeling worthy. From the direct perspective, it looks like, no, I'm not worthy of having a new relationship. But I don't only think that was the case. I think somebody here was not clear on the future, and they weren't clear on whether or not they completely healed, because somebody, and I feel like this is you, Taurus, you went through a really painful ending. Really painful ending. There was a relationship that you were involved in at one point, and you could have said to yourself, look, I'm just going to keep my options open. Seven of Cups. I'm just going to keep my options open. I'm going to play the field, and I'm going to see who's out there, because a lot of you had opportunities to have a new love. A new love came into your life in the recent past, and you never really gave 100% to this person or this situation because, one, you were not ready. Either you felt like you weren't worthy of a relationship, or you felt no one was worthy of you, or you didn't completely heal from some sort of past trauma. And this is why the Ten of Swords is your challenge, because some of you are still in that process. It's taken you a while to get over something here that really ended badly. And it's really affected you because a lot of you have been isolating yourself. You've been closing yourself off. And, some of you are trying to have this new beginning, but also recognize astrologically that, right now may not be the time to solidify anything with, Venus retrograding. Okay, so let's talk about the present moment. Now, in the present moment, it appears to me that somebody here sees you as potential. They see you as someone that they can get married. They see you as someone that they can be, potentially in a long-term relationship, having, a family with. There's a lot of generosity in the present moment with the Six of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles for Taurus in the present moment. The Knight of Cups in reverse, you have the Ace of Swords and the Magician. Okay, so here's what's going on right now. In the present moment, there's this feeling, okay? And some of you are dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could be a Virgo here. I'm getting a Gemini, Aquarius, okay? Somebody here in the present moment needs clarity from you. They need clarity from you, okay? Somebody here wants the truth. They want clarity. And what they want to know right now, Taurus, is, where do I stand with you? Are you the one for me? Are you going to marry me? Are we going to be serious? Because remember, in the past, you didn't care about new love. And even if new love came in, you were like, whatever, who cares? I don't think you were ready for new love in the recent past. I think a lot of you kept your options open. And because you were going through such a traumatic ending in the past, and you were still trying to get over it to have this new beginning, now that something real has showed up in the present moment for you, and it looks to me like something amazing and great with the Ace of Swords and the Four of Wands, this is beautiful energy. The Knight of Cups here is in reverse. So somebody here feels, and I don't feel like this is you, I feel like this is your person, could be you, take it as it resonates. There's this feeling of, I don't really know if Taurus loves me. I don't know if Taurus really wants me. Maybe I'm just considered an option to them. Maybe I'm nothing, I'm not really that important kind of energy here, in the present moment. So somebody here is trying to manifest some sort of confession or truth from you so that they feel adequate enough to 100% invest into this, okay? And one of the cards that I saw here was the Seven of Pentacles here. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card of investing. It is a card of reevaluating our resources and where we've come or how far we've came up until this point. So this person is really contemplating whether or not they should invest into you, into this relationship 100%. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords in the present moment for Taurus. You have the Moon, the Four of Pentacles, and the Strength. Yes, so somebody here is not clear. That's why the Moon, the Four of Pentacles is here. Are you really going to hold on to me forever? Are we going to be together forever? You know, are we going to find the inner strength to overcome our difficulties if there are any difficulties in the present moment? So this has a lot to do with a potential relationship. Now, if this is not a new relationship and this is one that you're already in, somebody here feels like the love is not consistent. The love is not the same. There's a lack of equal give and take in a situation. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Some of you are having a power struggle with this person that you've been with for quite some time. So you've been taking your time towards this situation. Some of you are even deciding, okay, it's not for all of you, but for some of you, you're deciding to leave a relationship. You're deciding to move out, leave a relationship, leave a marriage, and you're slowly doing this because a lot of you feel like there's a bigger or better opportunity somewhere else. And this is why your challenge is the Eight of Swords, because the Eight of Swords is someone who is stuck, someone who is tired, someone who feels like their life is drying up. Okay, so there's two case scenarios here. Some of you are embarking on a new relationship and that new person needs clarity in order to continue this. And others of you are choosing to move away from a relationship that you've already been in slowly because you feel like there's something bigger and better for you. And that's what you're going to realize as we move closer and closer to September, as we get into the Mercury retrograde, which is happening in Virgo, and that this is a fellow earth sign to you. So this is going to be really impacting your decisions in terms of really getting clear on what you want moving forward, okay? Now, in the near future, there's a very strong emphasis here of you disconnecting from someone, okay? So if you've been in a relationship or a situation in your life where you've been feeling it's been holding you back, and I'm like trying to gasp for air right now because I really strongly feel like something here is overdue for you with the Eight of Cups here. So a lot of you are choosing to disconnect from something, okay? You're choosing to disconnect from something because a lot of you feel in the near future, it's time for me to actually heal. And a lot of you may be saying to yourself, I do want to heal. I do want to work on myself, but you haven't had the time or you haven't had the energy to go about doing that because some of the things that we don't talk about really, you know, the Four of Swords is a card of hard work, even though it looks like it's not, right? You know, when you look at the Four of Swords, it looks like someone's just laying here and doing nothing, but doing nothing is sometimes hard work because we're so caught up in being in a society where we're always busy. We're always doing something. We're always checking our phones. This person's not checking their phone. This person's really taking time out to rest. So I feel like in the near future, you will have an opportunity to finally release yourself from something. This situation that you're releasing yourself from in the near future has been very emotional for you. I do feel for a good percentage of you, you've been feeling like this situation's been holding you back. So I see you disconnecting from something, okay? Tell me more about the Eight of Cups in the near future for Taurus. You have the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Hangman, yes. So you're done. Somebody here's done in the near future. 10 of Wands, you're done, you're finished. You're walking away in the near future, Taurus, and again, there's two stories here, and I'm going to tell you the two stories. The first story is if you've been in a very toxic relationship, you're going to regain your confidence back again. So if you've been feeling down and out, and again, it's natural, and I'm going to just let you know right now, it's natural for you to feel unworthy, powerless, down and out, because your ruler, Venus, is retrograde. And when she's retrograding, she doesn't have the type of energy that she would typically have when she's moving direct. So, you know, when the Venus retrograde happens, it's time to really reevaluate your relationships, reevaluate your resources, your marriage, it's not a time to get married. So if people are getting married now, it's not recommended to get married during Venus retrograde. It's not recommended to start new projects and stuff like that, unless you have Venus retrograding in your birth chart or in the chart that you are consulting, okay? So, for you in the near future, a lot of you are going to be walking away towards something bigger and better. You're going to meet somebody, if you haven't already. I see a water sign, maybe a Pisces here, a Scorpio, maybe another earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Pisces is really strong here. So there's two stories here. You're going to be walking away and disconnecting from a situation that's been extremely stagnant, that has not been giving you the fulfillment, the emotional fulfillment that you've been looking for. That's the first message. The second message here is a lot of you are going to be choosing to walk away from your stagnant energy. So if you've been in a place of uncertainty, whether or not you want to move forward with someone, it becomes very clear in the near future that somebody here really likes you, and this is why an offer is coming in. Now, the offer is a page energy, and the reason why the offer is a page energy is because in the present moment, if this is a new person, they still don't 100% have clarity from you on whether or not you really want this. Because remember how you were in the past. In the past, you were, dating this person, that person, you weren't really sure of what you wanted. But in the near future, that changes. The 10 of Wands is at the bottom of this clarification deck, which is indicating some sort of very difficult situation, difficult period in your life is going to come to an end. And that's going to start to happen closer to the end of August, because like I said, at the end of August, Venus is going to slowly go back direct and Mercury is going to be going retrograde. So it's really going to give the earth signs a time to contemplate and think about what they plan on doing moving forward. You have the Hierophant, the Page of Wands and the Six of Wands. You're going to get married to somebody in the near future. Okay, this offer that's coming in for you in the near future looks very small. It looks like, I don't know if this really has potential, but it does. It really does, because it's preparing you for success, whatever this new direction is that you're moving into. Six of Wands and the Knave of Wands, which is the Page of Wands with the Hierophant. I mean, you're committing yourself to someone, and you're doing all of this because what you're realizing in the near future, Taurus, is your value, right? When Venus goes direct, you start to realize, what is really important to me. And when we talk about value, we're not only talking about money and talking about resources, we're also talking about our personal value. Because what I value may not be something that you value. So everybody's value system is different, and it's going to be according to what you value, right? So a lot of this has to do with you healing and going within and really getting yourself back to this place of feeling worthy. I think this whole reading is about you recognizing your worth, and that's something that you're going to be doing. And what that's going to lead to is you no longer being single, which is beautiful. Okay, so there's a lot of potential here, maybe in the next few weeks, maybe months, where you're going to be talking about marriage, or you may be deciding to disconnect from a marriage to move towards something that fulfills you more. Okay, so let's get some advice. Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Wow. That's all I have to say to you, Taurus, is wow. Your biggest piece of advice here is, and your advice is really clear here. I mean, it's clear as day. Whatever you are moving towards, whatever you are taking a risk on, a leap of faith, especially if it's in regards to your money situation or relationship, Spirit is saying, go for it. Don't be afraid to explore. Don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid to go with this love connection, because there's a love connection that's either coming into your life or one that's already there. And this is you starting a completely new milestone in your life. After Venus goes direct, your whole entire life is going to change, because you're going to see something for what it is. You're going to recognize again your value. The Ten of Pentacles is again all about value. It's about resources, and Venus is also about love, relationships. So look at that. It's not a coincidence that these two cards are showing up in your advice. And your biggest piece of advice here is not to deny yourself the happiness that you truly deserve. Do not suppress yourself. Okay. I know it feels hard to do that now, but that is going to change. And your biggest piece of advice here is go on an adventure. Don't have any expectation when it comes to something new that you're starting. Just go with it, go with the flow. And what Spirit is saying is when you do that and you're in that energy, what that's actually going to lead to is the success that you're looking for, because you're not restricting yourself. You're not restraining yourself. You're not putting any expectations there. So the likelihood of you being disappointed is very small, because you're no longer putting the pressure on yourself and others to say, oh, well, things need to be this way. Because a lot of you did that in the past, and what that led to was a huge disappointment. Whereas now, Spirit is saying your biggest piece of advice here is flow with it, right? If you look at the Three of Wands, you see these birds flying in the sky. When you see a bird flying, they never really struggle to fly. They just fly effortlessly. And this is what Spirit is asking you to do, because when you start to do that, what that's going to potentially lead to is a real relationship that is going to fulfill you, and it's going to be one that's going to last for a very long time. Okay, so Taurus, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.